Do you ever catch yourself drowning in a sea of self-doubt and negative thoughts? These mind virus undermines your confidence and clouds your judgment, impacting every aspect of your life. Believe me, these things shouldn't be. Greetings, follow seekers of Stoic wisdom. Having a self-doubt and negative thoughts seems to be life qualities, and most people have normalized it, allowing themselves to be defected. This is because we often encounter these as an anxiety and depression. I've been there too. There were times when my mind was a battlefield, plagued with negative self-talk and mind-draining self-doubt. It was a struggle to silence that inner critic and rebuild my self-esteem. But then, I found comfort and strength in the teachings of the Greek philosophy. Stoicism offered this amazing tools that strengthens how I deal with these mental challenges. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This insight was transformational for me. I realized that my negative thoughts were just interpretations, not facts, and I had the power to change them. It's important that you watch to the end. So, stay with me here. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon for a notification of new Stoic insights. I want to share these timeless Stoic principles that helped me effectively manage negative thoughts and self-doubt. By the end of this journey, you'll have practical strategy. Engage with these lessons, reflect on them, and apply them consistently. True transformation requires knowledge, action, and practice. Let's start with the Stoic wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. The universe is change and our life is what our thoughts make it. This Stoic principle is a core way of this video in overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt, and I'm going to simplify it for you in few steps. Step 1 is understanding the origin of negative thoughts and self-doubt. What exactly are you so doubtful of? You should reflect on this. Most people feel self-doubts because of things like anxiety disorder, childhood trauma, and attachment disorders. But these things are so different from having inner negative thoughts. Let me address negative thoughts and self-doubt, as it's crucial to understand their origins and impact. Negative thoughts aren't inherently wrong. Our minds create them based on experiences, beliefs, and conditioning. And when left unchecked, these thoughts can spiral, distorting our reality and undermining our self-worth. For instance, imagine you missed a deadline at work. A negative thought might emerge: "I'm so incompetent. I'll never succeed in this job." This thought is not a fact, but a judgment clouded by self-doubt and harsh self-criticism. The impact of such thoughts can be significant, affecting your motivation, decision-making, and overall well-being. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Persistent negative thoughts can sap your energy, impair your judgment, and even affect your physical health. Let's take a look at this. Think about a recent negative thought or moment of self-doubt you experienced. Understanding the nature and consequences of negative thoughts allows us to approach them more objectively. We can recognize them as interpretations, not truths, and work on reframing them constructively. As Epictetus taught, it is not the events themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about these events. With this awareness, we can break free from negative thoughts and self-doubt, paving the way for a more empowered and fulfilling life. Step 2 is changing your perspective or reasoning. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the belief that our thoughts shape our reality. Epictetus famously said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This profound insight is key to overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt. By altering our perspective, we can transform our experience. Revisiting the earlier example where you missed a deadline at work and felt incompetent, this thought is not a fact but a subjective interpretation influenced by self-doubt and harsh self-criticism. The Stoics would encourage you to reframe this thought by adopting a more objective and rational perspective. Instead of criticizing yourself, view the missed deadline as a learning opportunity to identify areas for improvement and growth. Remind yourself that mistakes are a natural part of the human experience, and even the most successful people have faced setbacks. By reframing our perspective, we can turn a negative thought into a constructive one, shifting our mindset from self-doubt to self-compassion and resilience. The Stoics didn't just offer theoretical ideas, they provided practical wisdom rooted in real-life examples. For instance, Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once advised a friend troubled by a nightmarish vision to focus on reality rather than imagination, saying, "We are more often frightened than hurt." and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Similarly, I often let my negative thoughts and fears spiral out of control, creating imagined scenarios that cause unnecessary suffering. By grounding myself in reality and adopting a more objective perspective, I can break free from these distorted thoughts. Here's a practical step-by-step guide to help you reframe a negative thought. The first step is to identify the negative thought or self-doubt. Pin it or make a mental note. Next is to examine the evidence, taking note if these thoughts are based on facts or assumptions. Are there alternative perspectives to consider? Another is to challenge the thoughts within yourself. Are the thought helping you? Reframe the thoughts with a more constructive and rational interpretation that aligns with your values and goals. Repeat the reframed thought. Reinforce the new perspective by repeating it to yourself or writing it down. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. By consistently practicing reframing our perspective, we can rewire our thought patterns, fostering a more resilient and empowered mindset. This requires ongoing effort, but the benefits are significant and deeper sense of inner peace, confidence, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Step 3 is stop overthinking things. One of the core principles of Stoicism is focusing on what we can control, rather than agonizing over what we can't. Epictetus stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is especially powerful for dealing with negative thoughts and self-doubt. While we cannot always control the initial thoughts that arise, we can control how we respond to them. Do we let them spiral, fueling our self-doubt, or do we shift our focus to what we can influence? Imagine this scenario. Suppose you were passed over for a promotion at work, and self-doubt and negative thoughts begin to surface, saying words like, "I'm not good enough, I'll never advance, I'm a failure." While it's natural to feel disappointed, dwelling on these negative thoughts will only breed more negativity and disempowerment. The Stoic approach would be to focus on what you can control, like your reaction, your mindset, and your next steps. You might reframe the situation by acknowledging that while the outcome was not what you hoped for, it does not define your worth or capabilities. Respond with resilience, using the experience as motivation to identify areas for growth. Focus on what is within your control, such as enhancing your skills, seeking feedback, or exploring new opportunities. Epictetus's life exemplifies this principle. Born into slavery, he faced numerous challenges beyond his control. Yet, he focused his energy on what was within his power and his mindset, actions, and response to circumstances. Epictetus taught, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. By embracing this wisdom, we can avoid being consumed by negative thoughts and self-doubt arising from situations beyond our control. Instead, we focus on our sphere of influence, taking constructive action and maintaining a positive, empowered mindset. To put this principle into practice, reflect on a current worry or concern causing you distress. Identify what aspects of the situation are within your control and separate them from the factors beyond your influence. By consciously shifting your focus to what you can control, you'll find it easier to let go of negative thoughts and self-doubt surrounding the uncontrollable elements. This simple yet profound practice can cultivate inner peace, resilience, and empowerment in facing life's challenges. Remember, as Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By embracing this Stoic wisdom, we reclaim our power and navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure. If you are finding this video so interesting, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon for a notification of new Stoic insights. Step 4 is employing Stoic practices. To truly overcome negative thoughts and self-doubt, it's important to cultivate resilience through consistent practice and the development of specific mental habits. One such practice is negative visualization, a Stoic technique that may initially seem counterintuitive. Epictetus suggested, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man." The idea is to regularly imagine potential challenges and setbacks, not to dwell on them, but to mentally prepare for life's uncertainties. This builds resilience and reduces the shock when adversity strikes. For instance, if you're preparing for an important presentation at work, practice visualizing potential obstacles and setbacks, such as technical difficulties or challenging questions. Mentally rehearsing these scenarios helps you develop strategies to navigate them and reducing fear or anxiety. This exercise builds resilience and fosters a sense of calm and preparedness, knowing you've already considered and planned for various outcomes. Another effective Stoic practice is journaling. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, extensively wrote in his personal journal, capturing his reflections, insights, and challenges. Known as meditations, this practice allowed him to gain clarity, self-awareness, and perspective. By regularly journaling your thoughts, emotions, and experiences, you can gain deeper insights into your thought patterns, identify recurring negative thoughts, and track your progress in reframing them. Set aside time each day to write about your experiences, challenges, and the strategies you've employed to overcome negative thoughts and self-doubt. Reflect on your successes and areas for improvement, and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth, helping you internalize Stoic wisdom and apply it to your daily life. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your routine can also enhance resilience and mental clarity. Mindfulness practices, such as focusing on the present moment, observing your thoughts without judgment, and cultivating gratitude, align closely with Stoic principles. By practicing mindfulness, you can create mental space between your thoughts and reactions, allowing you to respond with greater wisdom and composure. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice the thoughts that arise without attaching to them or getting carried away. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you develop greater awareness of your thoughts and emotions, enabling you to respond more skillfully to negative thoughts and self-doubt. Building resilience through Stoic practices requires consistent effort and dedication. By incorporating negative visualization, journaling, mindfulness, and other Stoic principles into your daily routine, you can cultivate a resilient and empowered mindset. Remember Seneca's wisdom, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. By preparing yourself mentally and emotionally, you can navigate life's challenges with grace, confidence, and inner strength. The final step is embracing the power of choice. As we conclude our journey through Stoic principles and practices, let's reflect on one of the most empowering concepts in Stoicism, the power of choice. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control external events, we have complete control over our inner world, our thoughts, and our reactions. This understanding forms the foundation of personal empowerment and resilience. Epictetus emphasized this truth when he stated, "The core task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters, so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I control." By embracing the power of choice, we reclaim our agency and responsibility for our well-being. Think about a recent moment of self-doubt or negative thinking you experienced. Consider the choices available to you in that situation. Could you choose to reframe your thoughts, focus on what you could control, or take constructive action? Recognizing these choices is the first step toward breaking free from the grip of negative thoughts and self-doubt. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By consciously choosing to cultivate positive, empowering thoughts, you shape your reality and create a foundation for lasting happiness and fulfillment. In practical terms, this means developing the habit of self-awareness and mindfulness, catching negative thoughts as they arise, and making a deliberate choice to reframe them. Practice gratitude, focus on your strengths and achievements, and take proactive steps toward your goals. By embracing the power of choice, you shift from a victim mentality to a proactive and empowered mindset. Consider adopting a daily affirmation routine. Write down a few positive affirmations that resonate with you, such as, "I am capable and resilient. I choose to focus on what I can control," or, "I am worthy of success and happiness." Repeat these affirmations to yourself each morning or whenever you encounter self-doubt or negative thoughts. Over time, these affirmations can rewire your thought patterns and strengthen your inner resilience. The Stoic way of eliminating self-doubt and negative thoughts is not a one-time fix, but an ongoing journey of self-discovery and growth. By understanding the nature of your thoughts, changing your perspective, focusing on what you can control, building resilience through Stoic practices, and embracing the power of choice, you can cultivate a resilient and empowered mindset. Remember Epictetus's words, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By mastering our thoughts and reactions, we free ourselves from the chains of self-doubt and negativity, unlocking our true potential and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. If you found this video so interesting, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon for a notification of new Stoic insights.